Hi, this is Nelson Ranch. So I just want to talk a little bit about some of the changes that's been happening with my Musume and do a gacha at the beginning of the month. Alright, well, just 3 single pulls. Okay, so one of the things that happened is that the stadium got beefed up. The maximum stadium rating used to be SS, but now they raised it. So you can go up in rank from UG to like UG all the way up to like UD or something like that. Like I'm not gonna go that far up, but anyway. So I want to talk about this for a bit. So this is my stadium right now, and the thing about my stadium right now is that when you run the stadium, not the gacha, when you run the stadium, okay, I don't have any points, so let's just get 1 point from it. Okay, so when you run the stadium, and I hope I win this. And I think even if you lose, this happens as well. But I know if you win, okay, I lost that one, but it's hard to tell. But when you win, these things go up a little bit. Oh, vodka's already 10. Alright, I'm going to pull her out now. So when they hit 10, that's the max that they can be. This is actually going to be upped. So the stadium and their, friendliness with your characters basically is linked. And you can raise this by obviously, training them and, regularly. That will give them the most bonus. But even when you don't train them, if you actually put them in the stadium, their friendliness goes higher and higher and higher. And from what I understand, once you hit friendliness 11, because this cap is going to be lifted soon, once that cap hit, I think it's going to go all the way to 12. But once it hits 11, you can then begin to change their outfit. You open up their outfits. So right now, they have their special race clothes, they have their school uniforms and stuff, but they'll have their private clothes. So if you don't have characters that have hit level 10, and you can actually put them in the stadium, I highly recommend putting them in the stadium. So that's what I've been doing. And the other thing to keep in mind is that the stadium thing has been going up like crazy. I don't know how many of you care about this, but right now, if you don't have almost, 938, if you don't have 938,000, you're gonna go down to class 5. Right now, I have almost 1,000,000, 979. So I'm probably gonna clear this one for this month, for this week, because the week's races, the stadium is about to end. It ends on a Saturday, Japan time. So I'm probably going to clear this hurdle here. But you want to keep this hurdle high. You want to be as high as possible, because if you are class 6, basically you get 250 joules per week. So it's 250 times 4. It's 1,000 joules a week. Plus championship meetings, even if you get to the A finals, the worst you can do is to get 1,200 joules. So together, you're pretty much guaranteed to get 2,200 joules. And then on top of that, depending on what kind of a circle you're in, you'll also get joules on top of that as well. I happen to be in a circle. Well, I'm running it, but I have to be in a circle in which the members are quite diligent in running their, playing their characters and playing the game. So we get 1,200 joules a month. So that's actually 3,000 joules a month just from this. So from 1,000 from this, 1,000 from the championship meeting, 1,000. Well, 1,000 and 2,400. So 3,400 joules per month just from that. If you happen to have this, if you happen to do this daily jewel pack, this is the one that's the most recommended. But if you happen to have the daily jewel pack, you get 50 joules per day. So 50 times 30 is 50 times 30 is 1,500 on top of that. So if you actually don't spend your jewels, jewels will actually pop up quite high. So it's actually something to keep in mind. And then if you do your daily missions, which I already did, but if you do your daily missions, you get another 50 jewels on top of that, so that's another 1,500 jewels. So I think somebody did like the calculations, and you get like a fair number of jewels through all the various missions and stuff. That basically totals up to like something like 30,000 jewels a month, which means if you save your jewels all the way through, then you can actually pull the gacha at ceiling. So I haven't pulled jewels in a while, and now I have 17,000 free jewels and 3,000 from my paid subscriptions. Um, so the stadium thing, it's got upgraded. This gives you jewels. This also gives you friendship levels, and when it opens up and you hit 11, you get to open up a new set of clothes. So I mean, these are big changes. That's actually pretty good. Now, one thing to caution about the stadium, right now I haven't done it this way, but if I were to do this, I would probably change this to this. The only reason why I don't have Marzensky is she's already 10 for me. Vodka's usually 7, so I think, who's the highest in the mile? Usually 5. So probably here, I'll change Tamachan with this. This would jack up my rank higher. Now it's 302 to 306. It's usually 5 there, so I think this will be mid-distance, right? No. Here. There it is. And I don't want to do it, but if I do it this way, then I'll get that. For long distance, that special week, and this one, and over here, it'll be here. And this would raise my rank from UG1 to UG3, and when I do that, I'll get extra jewels, because when you go up in rank in the stadium, you get extra jewels. I'll probably get like 500 plus another 500, so like 1,000 jewels just for doing this, but I'm not going to do it. Anyway, what I wanted to say here is that you generally don't want to do this, where this is runner and 2 leaders. You actually want to do something like this, where you have one runner. Well, this one doesn't have a runner, but you want one runner, and then you want a leader and a betweener, or a leader and a chaser, or a betweener and a chaser. So this is a leader, this is a runner, leader, chaser. This is also runner, leader, chaser. This is runner, leader, betweener, runner, leader, betweener. This is a leader, betweener, chaser, and this is runner, leader, chaser. If you have 2 of the same, what happens is you're going to automatically miss out on 1,000 points that you could get. Well, I think you get depending on the position that you're in. If you're like at the front of the pack among leaders, if you're at the front of the pack among runners, if you're at the front of the pack among betweeners, or if you're at the front of the pack among chasers, you get 1,000 points for being towards the beginning of the race, another 1,000 for being towards the middle, and another 1,000 for towards when you enter the last phase. So that's actually 3,000 points that you could earn for each of your characters if they have different, if they're different in terms of their running styles. But here, because they're the same, I'm going to automatically lose out on 3,000 points, because you can't physically have both Narita Bryan and Oguri Cap running at the front of the pack. So ideally, If I just want a maximum points, I probably want to do something like this. And then that would be runner, leader, betweener. And I'll still get my rank up to UG3, so I might do this and then run it. So right now I'm not doing that. I'm doing this. Actually, I need to change Vodka because Vodka had hit level 10 now. So I believe Nice Nature. No, Nice Nature's already running. Who do I have that's not level 10? It's kind of tough. Almost all these characters are level 10. Oh, Dover. I don't think this Dover is going to be able to run even a mile. This Dover should, but she's built for mid-distance. Well, such is life. And the odds of her winning is lower, so... Okay, that solves that. So I went down a rank now from UG1 to UG. Let's take a look. Team race. One jelly. UG. Let's see. Let's go. Ah! Still can't show you that. Are they changing at all? It looked like it changed just a wee bit. Here, let me do it again. This is annoying. Team race. Oh, okay. Okay, come on. Yes, okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, you see, you saw them move, right? So the bar moves just a wee bit when you win. So, well, even when you don't win, I think it moves a bit as well. So I want to get them all to 10 eventually, and then to 11, so that way, you know, they'll have a new outfit to wear, and that was nice. So finally, then, championship meeting. The championship meeting is, you know, the new Libra Cup. I have been working on them for a while. This is by date. So I worked on Bamboo Memory to improve my you know, stadium here. These are all to improve the stadiums. She didn't hit UG, so I didn't change her with the UG special that I already have. This one over here. Whoop. Anyway, the point that I want to get across here is that I've been working on them ever since I finished this project of making, you know, characters for the stadium. Once that was built, well, once I thought that that was good enough, so it's not done yet here. I started working on making characters for the championship meeting, and I tried Palmer many times. I really did. So this is Palmer with Mile B, but it was really hard to get Palmer to Mile S. Yeah, I had only I tried many times. I only got one Palmer to Mile S, and her stats sucked. So I think for this championship meeting, I'm going to give up on trying to have Onige Palmer, which is really sad. I might do Onige Suzuka. That's one possibility. What I want to say here is that if you're going to do the championship meeting, strategically it makes most sense to do three Niges, or like two Onige and Nige. Although that's just crazy talk because it's just going to be ridiculously hard. Um, but one Onige and two Nige is actually a good strategy because the Senko, the leaders, require Nishino Flowers and Taiki Shuttle skill to fire for them to succeed well. And they need to be in third or fourth place. So if you put out three runners, then you take up the third place spot with your three runners, and if either of your opponents puts out a runner, then the top four spots are taken by runners, and so leaders are basically screwed. So that's actually a pretty good strategy. The converse is you can put out three leaders. Because you're not putting out any runners, you can pray and hope that your two rivals don't put out four runners together, like two runners. In which case, there's a high probability that one of your three leaders will hit that third or fourth place spot, and then therefore can accelerate fast and win the match. And the same goes for betweeners and chasers. If you have three betweeners or chasers, then you're going to have the 7, 8, 9 spot automatically. And if one person in your opponent basically puts out a chaser or a betweener, then you have 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's a very good chance that one of your characters will be in that 6th place spot for the Let's Anabolic to proc, because you have to be number 6 spot for this to proc for Midget Orion. So this is also another possibility when you think about championship meetings. You do want to put out the characters that you like. I mean, I'm definitely going to do that. But there is some strategic thought involved in the type of runners that you want to, the type of characters that you want to send out to run. Do you want to have 3 runners? Do you want to have 3 leaders? Or do you want to have 3, betweener / chasers? And one final point, I've been going into the room matches a number of times, and I've seen this type of Oguri cap quite a lot. This is the chaser Christmas Oguri cap. One skill is this, another skill is this, and the third skill is this skill. This skill is a skill that you can get from her, Sweep Tosho. And oh my god, this type of Oguri cap is crazy strong. This didn't have Mile S, so I may not use it, but even without Mile S, this Oguri cap can win. Which is scary because of the acceleration factor. Now, I know a lot of people say that you need Ruby's gold skill for the acceleration to really work, but I'm not so sure. I think if you have this white skill and if you have this white skill, if you have both of these white skills, then I don't think you need the gold version. So skill-wise, this Oguri cap is perfect, and the only thing it's missing is Mile S. And if I had Mile S, I would have used this Oguri cap for the championship meeting, like all those people who were trying to win desperately in the room matches. Oguri cap it feels like it's Christmas every single month. The only time it wasn't Christmas was when it was a short distance match. And even then, it was regular Oguri cap then, so it's clear that it's clear that the devs really love Oguri cap. By the way, I have come to the conclusion that if I'm going to put out a character that's going to be in Betweener or Chaser, I'm going to go with Make a New Track. This is a Narita Taishin that I made from Make a New Track. She's only got rank SS, but she's good. I have this very short acceleration. I have this acceleration from her normal skills that I have this acceleration from her, Grass Wonder, and I have this acceleration, Sommelier of the Curve, from this Yukino Bijin Guts card. So effectively, I've got 1, 2, 3 acceleration skills plus one more combined skill, and I find that if 2 of the 3 proc at the right moment, like something procs and then Semanikage procs, right, So this procs at the very last minute to be effective. Uh, so this isn't as effective, but if this procs right before that, or if this procs right before that, this is Gokyaku, you know, strong strides, strong legs, and this is the Somnia of the Curve. If either of these proc before that, or if this one procs right before that, there's a good chance that Taishin I can actually win. So I might do 3 in the back. I might do 3 chasers, Oikomi sisters. I don't know. If that is the case, I don't know who the third character is going to be. Third character might be well, one character is obviously Oguri Cap. This one got my LS, but I didn't get Gekko no Tanoshimi, so can't use this Oguri Cap skill wise. And in terms of that, it's no good either. So pop. So if I'm gonna do Oikomi sisters, 3 Oikomi characters, then one is Narita Taishin, who I think is more or less done. Another one is Oguri Cap, which I'll do with Grand Live. I don't know who the third one's gonna be. I can't do Tamamo Cross, so I might do where's she go? Hishiabazon. Chaser A. I mean, Gold Ship already won, Tamamo Cross already won for me, so I can't use them, or I don't feel like using them. Maya already won as well. Special week? I suppose it's possible. Simbori Rudolph. This character's probably going to be better as a leader. She has Autumn Girl, so double that, and then she gets a speed bonus of plus 60. Plus she has this, which is good. Monkel. It's possible. Yeah, I mean, most likely candidate is actually going to be Shiamazon. What's hilarious is that they're making Oguri Cap, which is Oikomi D, Chaser D into Chaser A, and then try to hit for Mile S. So to go from D to A at the start of the gameplay, you need 7 factors. So 3 of the characters from your ancestry. So you get 2 parents and 4 grandparents. But out of those 6, 3 will have to carry this chaser factor to make Oguri Cap go from D to A. And then you gotta rely on 3 characters to go Razor Mile from Mile A to Mile S, which I think is not as bad as when I tried to do Ricky last time, where it was trying to get characters to mid-distance S with just 2 from the parentage instead of 3. 2 is a lot rougher than 3. Anyway, I've blabbered on long enough. It's almost half an hour. I guess I'll see you guys around. Oh, before I finish, I forgot to do this. I promised you guys this. Want to do the gacha. I'll do a support card gacha while I'm here. Come on. Oh, go, come on. didn't get to be SSR. So 3 tickets. These tickets can be had from here, from here, from here, and from here. I got this because one of the cards that I pulled, I forget when, must have been 3 months ago, was a card that already had, had fully maxed out, so I had no choice but to turn it into this, into these horseshoes. Alright. I have to admit, I have never gotten a single SSR with this pull. Who knows, by recording it, maybe my luck will change. Alright, here goes nothing. Come on, come on! Yes, 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 yes. Guarantee gold. Just don't go up, do they? Alright, last try. I'm gonna wait for vodka. Okay. Come on. Come on. And no luck. Alrighty, so that's it from my end. I guess I'll see you guys around. Take it easy.